What? Can you text Gavin and say
that we're going to be over this?
Okay, got
Here, Wangos.
it. Yeah. It was, and these are Wangos, okay? This is the Wangos. So the reason this will be, this is, there are 15 here from that we selected last year, and then the new 15 are going that way, and they're not propagated yet. They're being, I grafted them just now. So the whole thing is there are genetic, so, and I mean, you guys have probably heard my spiel before, but the bottom line is people like Gates and all of the powerful people of the world are buying up ag land, water rights, and genetic resources. They, so they're all buying up land, water rights, and genetic resources. We have so many genetic prospecting companies trying to get to this stuff. And I mean, they're serious about it, right? And they want to try to lock it up and then package it and resell it to everybody, right? And so that's why the original research that created these, we now are had funded by the US government. So now they can't lock up the material. Anybody can get the original variety, the original crosses, if you had the species and you have so they can't lock up the process. Anyone can lock up the actual variety. If you make a new novel thing, you can lock that up. That's fine, and I don't have any problem with that. But you shouldn't be able to lock up the ability to do this. So I don't want anyone ever shutting me down from growing a Wango 2, for instance. That's something that it would just would not make me happy. So these are ones that until we get them, now we have these here, we're characterizing these, and then we will start to, we just completed our trust finally. Yesterday, we finally signed it. So I don't own these anymore. My kids own them, or actually the trust owns them. So that's all good too. So now they'll quit trying to come after me, hopefully.
Which Wangos had fruit this year? Which ones were big enough to bear fruit? Did you had some?
None of these. The original trees had them. These are the, so those are all the original were seedling trees, and that from the original crosses. And then these are grafted trees.
And what did you graft them on?
Yeah, there's the trick in order to make them work. We use a combination of rootstocks. The best one we found was actually Sabre, which is an African variety. And that was the best we got. But some of them have been a little peaked as like this one, but now it's finally starting to come on. So
where's the scion? The tips coming from?
So they're on a. When I did this breeding work at Fairchild, I approached Fairchild in the very beginning and asked them if they wanted to embark on this journey, and they said no. And so I said, fine, okay. Then I planted them on a friend's property. And so that's where they are. And the way the laws work of in Florida is if they're on somebody's property, they own them, right? It's not, but like he's my friend, so I can get him. So, but now they're here, but
there'll be a novel written about this.
Oh,
like orchids.
I can tell you right now, there's so many things that could be written about this one. They and then the original tree will actually get will get a terrible case of anthracnose on the roots. You think that's really going to happen?
No.
Anyway, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. In another, and again, 20, 30 years, all of the genes of all these will be out in mangoes, and there will be no mango anymore. There will be all crops.